Hi, I'm Rebecca Cohen, the founder of The Path to Heal, and I'm going to demonstrate to you a technique called Divine Magic. This demonstration is intended to be used along with the book Mystical Manifestation that can be purchased on my website. So today I'm going to talk to you about what you need to do Divine Magic, and we need certain tools. One of the tools we need is a spiral wand. The purpose of the spiral wand is to help us move energy and move energy quickly to break patterns that are no longer suiting us. And so this wand that we use in Divine Magic has rose quartz and a spiral shaped bottom. This wand can also be purchased on thepathttoheal.com. However, if you do not want to purchase this, you can make your own wand. The important components are the spiral and a piece of rose quartz. So you can hold this screw and this rose quartz together to do these techniques if you do not want to buy the wand. And this works perfectly well. What doesn't work as well is if you have a wand at home that you already like, it doesn't have rose quartz and it doesn't have a spiral shape. You can use that one for other things, but for Divine Magic, using this makeshift wand or the real wand is a lot more effective than using a wand without these components. The next thing that we use within Divine Magic is the Divine Magic worksheet. And this worksheet can also be found on thepathttoheal.com in the download section, and you can print this out in black and white or color. We use this to write our affirmations, and the reason we use this worksheet is that it has symbols on the top of the worksheet, and these symbols raise our vibration and accelerate the affirmations into our reality. So it's much better to write the affirmations down on this sheet of paper than it would be to just use another sheet of paper that you have somewhere. The next thing that we use is the Divine Magic technique sheet, and I'm going to show you how to use that right now. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to show you how to muscle test really briefly, but I have another video that I will paste with a lot more information on muscle testing. But in order to muscle test, what I do is I take my two hands and I link them together like eyeglasses, and I ask for a yes and my hands open, and I ask for a no and my hands closed. So once again, I'll be giving a lot more information on muscle testing and using a pendulum, both called dowsing, and that will be in another videotape that I will post soon. So I am going to start showing you how I do this technique, and we use the Divine Magic worksheet, and what we do is we fill in the blank in the middle of the page, and in the middle of the page it's the sentence that says I create, and we're filling in the blank on that sentence. And we fill in the blank with some of the affirmations that we've written down. Now, the first affirmation that I have is I create millions of people using mystical manifestation to help their dreams come true. I use that in this sentence on this page. So I'm going to say now, I create millions of people using mystical manifestation to make their dreams come true. And then I read the rest of the sentence. From my heart, by honoring my divine, authentic, and blissful self. And then I need to find a sentence ending. And the sentence ending changes with every affirmation. So the sentence endings are all on this sheet of paper, and they can all be found as one of these 12 boxes down here. So I'm going to muscle test to figure out what is my sentence ending. And I'm going to say, is it in column 1? No. Is it in column 2? Yes. Is it number 7, 8, 9, 10? And number 10 is telling others what I need. Next to telling others what I need is a little diagram that tells the technique that I'm going to do with the wand. And that diagram is an infinity. And so what that diagram says is do an infinity over the first chakra. Well, I might not fully understand how to do this, so I have lots and lots of resources. These technique diagrams tell us what to do. And I look for number 10, which says telling others what I need, And I either point the wand to the figure on the page, and the figure is the surrogate, and I do the technique over that figure. In this case, it's 3 infinities over the first chakra. Or I could do it over me, 3 infinities over the first chakra. That's all. I'm done with that technique now. And then I can say, is there another sentence ending? Because there could be multiple sentence endings. So I say, is there another sentence ending? I get a no. So for now, I can go on to the next affirmation. So my next affirmation is lots of exciting travel this year. So I fill in my sentence on the page again. And this time I say, I create lots of exciting travel this year from my heart by honoring my divine, authentic, and blissful self. And then I ask for a sentence ending. Is the sentence ending in the first column? No. Is it in the second column? Yes. Is it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? And 11 is transcending fear. So now I look for, on these pages, number 11, transcending fear. Transcending fear is a spin from the 7th chakra to the 1st chakra. So I can, and that's 3 quick spins. All the techniques are done quick. More important to do them quickly, to move the energy, than to do them slowly and perfectly. So I'm going to do it over the figure on the page 3 times, or I can do it over me 3 times. So that technique is now complete, and I ask, is there another sentence ending? I get no. So that affirmation is done for today. I could go to my next 10 affirmations and I could repeat the same process. Fill in the blank, read the sentence, muscle test for a sentence ending, say the sentence ending out loud, do the techniques, and if I don't understand the techniques on the main page, I can look at my technique diagrams for more information. Now, the sentence endings change every time we do this technique because we shift energy. So don't write down, oh, I did sentence ending number 10, which means I have to do sentence ending number 10 tomorrow and the next day. Tomorrow and the next day, it could be any sentence ending. We can do multiple sentence endings. So after you read the sentence ending and do the technique, you always ask, is there another sentence ending? And then you have to read the sentence again with the other sentence ending and look for the technique. And then finally, what we need to do is the one other piece of information that I'd like to share with you is sometimes the sentence endings require more information. So the sentence ending may be forgiving blank. So we have to figure out who to forgive. So as soon as you say forgiving, you say to yourself who to forgive. And then a person usually pops into your head, so maybe it's your father. And then you can muscle test and say, is that right? And then you would say, in this, forgiving your father, if you got a yes to forgiving your father. That same goes for standing up for a bully. You can muscle test to figure out who that bully is. You can ask as many yes/no questions as you want to get the information. Same with taking charge of a situation. These are all different sentence endings, and you can muscle test to get more information. And what I find that people find when they do this technique is they get an enormous amount of information, either on what's holding them back or the next steps that they're supposed to be doing. So Divine Magic is both very useful for getting insights as to why we may be stuck or not able to manifest our dreams. And then it's also very useful for understanding what the next steps are. Once you feel comfortable muscle testing, you can ask 10 questions or 20 questions, yes/no questions, to find out what the next step is. So Divine Magic is also to be used with this list called Mystic Transformation, and that's a list of 15 pages worth of ailments and spiritual openings that we need in order for our affirmation to take form. And I will also be discussing that in a different video that I will also post at a later date. So I hope that you found this helpful, and good luck doing Divine Magic.